Y'all can keep making 10 videos a day saying that Sparking Zero developers are being exposed. I don't see it. I see the exact opposite. When I see androids flying up and down, not even trying to fight each other, I don't see Sparking Zero being exposed. I see a sad community being exposed that has fallen into the sunken place and no longer have a concept of the relationship between joy, fun, and gaming. These gamers have to validate themselves through a little digital plaque that they get for winning enough games, and they'll even lie to themselves for that validation. They know that they would have never achieved that level of prestige without exploits like rage quitting. But everybody wants to say that Sparking Zero developers are being exposed? For what? For views? Or is it the expectation that the Sparking Zero developers should be a little bit better at babysitting and putting people in the corner and giving them a spanking and a timeout because they don't know how to handle losing in a video game? And people love to say, well, the reason why the Sparking Zero developers are being exposed is because they've allowed people to do this stuff. Again, it's the expectation of babysitting with gamers that I believe is exposing the gamers. It's like the developers are like parents who have to put covers over their electrical outlets in their house so that their toddlers don't put their fork or their finger in the outlet and electrocute themselves. If we were walking in the mall with the developers, some of y'all would be the gamers that the developers have to tie a leash to so that you don't run all over the mall, destroying different things in the different stores and getting lost in the food court. Y'all cannot self-regulate fun in a community experience unless somebody puts you in a box and forces you to do it. And y'all think the developers are the ones being exposed? So there's an episode of Rugrats, and if you don't remember, Chucky is about a year older than Tommy. And Chucky is scolding him because Tommy doesn't know how to have like sophisticated, organized fun. So he's throwing the toys all over the place, which obviously he can do, but he doesn't understand that the animals are supposed to go in the zoo. The police officers are supposed to go to the police station. The fire trucks are supposed to go to the fire station. And this was an issue the entire episode, but at the end, Tommy is being put to bed and he climbs out of his crib and actually starts organizing all of his own toys that he had thrown all over the floor because he had learned a new way to play from Chucky. Now, the manufacturers of BOGO Block Village, the game that Chucky played, they weren't the ones being exposed. And the manufacturers didn't have to go into Chucky's house and nail the policemen down to the police station and nail the animals down to the zoo. It was up to Chucky to understand how to make the best experience out of playing that game and then ultimately teach Tommy the same thing. And because so many of the people in the community can't do that, y'all looking at the developers say, hey, babysit us and make sure that we can't do this and make sure that we can't do that and make sure that we can't do this either. We have too many toys. You have to take some of them away from us. You got to put us in timeout a few times. Smack us on our wrist. If you don't, the game's going to be dead. And it's totally fine for y'all to think that and hold those expectations, but I just don't think that those are the developers being exposed. I think it's the other way around. Sparking Zero is exposing the community. Y'all talking about 90% of the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero fan base left the game after a month. I wish it was 98%. Because if you're flying up and down for 10 minutes with Android 19 and 20, you don't want to play Sparking Zero. And I never need a Sparking Zero to break any records. So I don't care who leaves. If y'all think Fighters and Xenoverse and Tekken and Street Fighter are all better, I would love for the people who do not want to play Sparking Zero to go play those games. I want to fight people who want to play Sparking Zero. I want to make YouTube videos for people who want to watch Sparking Zero. The moment that I'm really excited for is a year or so down the line where most of the DLC has released and other games have come out so that the only people actually on this game are people who really wanted to be here. Whether they are newcomers, whether they are people who played the game as kids, that is the community that I want to fight against, the community I want to make videos for, the community I want to interact in the comments with. Like, I cannot wait for that time to come. And I do believe that the developer has some work to do. They have as much work to do as a 16-year-old game being revived from an offline era would have. And even though my Sparking Zero experience has been phenomenal and I've truly been enjoying the absolute insane battles that I've been having with my friends, there are many of the issues in the community that I believe are valid. And I also believe are going to be addressed by the developers. But some of the stuff are just signs that people do not actually want to play Sparking Zero. Some people have a really bad relationship with what it means to just get out and have fun. Some people are out there that can only validate their experience through a little digital plaque and feeling like they've won something. And what I believe is that all of these things are not exposing Sparking Zero or the developers. It's exposing a lot of people who play the game who are in a sad place when it comes to being a gamer. And here we are at the end of the video. If you like the video, like it. If you think someone else might like it, share it. And if you want to see more, I really hope that you would subscribe. I'm kind of wondering because people told me that they wanted me to end my videos when the two characters currently fighting would be done fighting. So I wonder if I should have said that now. But you guys have a good day.
This apartment store real quick.